Hello everyone, it's Memory Gatherers here. We've come up to Halkyn today, up the Halkyn Moors, which is just above the A55. We've come to a place called the Brentford, which is near Holywell. We've gone through the moors and round, and we've come to this place here. This is the Lime Kiln. Turn you round. The old lime kilns up here on the moors. Give a look around. Gonna have a walk around, gonna have a look. There's lots and lots of moors up in Halkyn. Just have to watch out for the sheep. There's quite a lot of sheep that roam around here. But you can see all over Flintshire, North Wales, right across the river. On a good day you can see Blackpool Tower from up here. But we've come here to see some of the remains that are up here. So this is Lime Kiln, lime burning on Halkyn. So there's lots and lots of quarries up here, and you can hear them digging just over there. There's still quarries up here, isn't there, and
yeah, just across the way there, I think it's a big digger.
Yeah, big digger digging. Do you know what they're digging, and? Let's have a look what it says on the information board, and we'll have a look around then. Not all limestone on Halkyn is the same. The quarry behind these kilns was the main super of Aberdow limestone in Flintshire. The rock produces hydraulic lime that sets under the water, an essential construction material for lighthouses, bridges and docks. Hydraulic lime from these kilns was probably used to build some of Liverpool and Birkenhead docks, as well as the bridge at Mannay and Runcorn. These kilns were built in the 19th century and in 3 phases. The oldest kilns are on the left. So we'll be up here. The kilns were built in the 19th century. So these are the kilns. So originally carts took the lime to wharves on the River Dee at Baghilt, Flint or Holywell, and return laden with coral. Later, the Chester to Holyhead Railway was used, and the lime production ended in 1914 and the kilns fell in disrepair. So I wonder if they're still digging the limestone. I'm not sure, boys and girls, but let's have a look here. So, by 2013 the derelict kilns were overgrown and partially collapsed. They have been carefully restored by the Grosvenor Construction, founded by the aggregates Levy and Cadwyn Clwyd. You can find out more information on www.halkynmountain.co.uk. So here's a picture of what it would look like back in the 19th century.
Say the ones on the left are the older ones?
Yes. So these are the old lime kilns. Let's go and have a look. It's a bit rainy today. I've got my fishing coat on to keep me dry. So let's have a look inside. Look at these. Got the stonework on them. Wow. If you're heading up this way to come and have a look at these, you're best off parking down on the bottom and working way up, because the road is absolutely horrific. It's quite steep, big boulders, stones, potholes. I mean, we were lucky to get up here. If you've got a 4x4, brilliant. But if you haven't got a 4x4, then there's houses down the bottom and there's plenty of space where you can park down there. But here you go, look. So just off the A55, you go up towards Halkyn. Plenty of moors. Just follow the path round. This brings you to here. Look at this one. At the top there, it looks like more modern brick compared to the bottom, like red brick. Zoom in there for you, that's it. Okay, the sheep. Here we go. This one's got all metal works on it. Ironworks, look at that. And as usual, people been here having parties, it looks like, dumping their beer cans. So they're taking them with them. Loads of wildlife up here. You don't want chomping on beer cans. Little holes, look. Squelchy. There's another one here. Little hole there. I wonder if they were open. That looks like it's been filled in. Because these might have been the furnaces, kilns, aren't they? Another hole in the wall there. There are some more down there, so you can have a look. Oh, look at this one. There's no holes in the wall on this one. Oh, the smaller sheep have been in this one. Ah, look at that. All the rust. Years and years of rust. Layers of rust. There's a hole in the ceiling in this one. I just noticed. I wonder if they're the ones that got holes in them. Don't think they have. Didn't notice the ones. So I've got some more. These must be the newer ones then. Yeah, there's a hole in the ceiling in that one as well. Maybe that's where the fires were, underneath there. There's another hole in the roof again. And you can see all the bricks. These are all like house bricks. And you've got the bigger stones at the bottom. is what we've got around here. I have been here before, but not really stopped and looked at it much. I think you can go up on the top up there. There might be a path over here actually, because that was quite steep to walk up there, doesn't it? More on the top. There seems to be a path that's gone over, but I don't fancy walking up that bit there, see? Unless you can get it from the other side. So here we go, this is the view. So yeah, if you're coming just over there, there's some houses, but there's loads of space to park, because coming up this path here, it's just massive big stones, and there's a slope with big stones on it. It took us about 5 attempts to get the engine revved up to get up of it, and yeah, parked down the bottom. Save destroying your cars, unless you've got a 4x4. Fortunately we don't have one of them. Just gonna have a look if there is a path. It seems to be a path, but I don't know if there is one or not. Some nice walks up here, up in the Halkyn mountains. Unless you get to it from the other side. I don't know. Can't see any way through. Maybe over here, maybe. You need a good pair of walking boots as well, or trainers, if you don't mind getting a bit mucky. Right then, maybe a path there. Let's go and have a look. If not, I'll turn around. Can hear the diggers in the background. I don't think there is a path, is there, that way? There's loads and loads of trees. Maybe if you go back this way then. There's a view there, that's the side of it. Yeah, no. We'll just have to go this way then, so if we can get to the top. If we can get to the top. You can see holes in the side there, look. There's even holes higher up as well. Goes all the way up there. There's another view of them. The Lime Kilns. information board again. So that would have been the top of the top. This is up there. See if I've got any information for you. So the lime kilns were designed so it was easy to load the raw materials into the top of the kiln and unload the lime from the bottom. The outer shell of the kilns was local stone but lined with fire bricks to withstand the intense heat, as the kilns could burn several months. Lumps of limestone and coal were loaded into the kiln in layers. The size of the lumps and the thickness of the layers were critical to ensure a successful burn. Once lit, the temperature in the middle of the kiln would raise to 1,000 degrees, hot enough to convert the limestone into lime, calcium oxide. And then you can see there's some carts ready to carry the limestone. You've got some of the man workers on the bottom there, look. And there's the kilns just so that we've just seen before. So the ones on the left are the older ones. These ones here. And you can see these ones have got covers on them. Like tin sheets. So those would have had the tin sheets on them maybe. Yes. So you've got 1, 2, 3, and then you've got 2 at the bottom. So 1, 2, 3. Ah, yeah, that's right. Because on the picture here, you've got 1, 2, and 3, and then the 2 at the bottom, 1 and 2. So you've got this one here, which is 1, 2, and then the next one along, this one would have had a canopy over it, and the 2 at the bottom also would have had canopies over them as well. And we've just done some drone footage, so if you can't get to the top, we'll be able to see from the drone footage what it looks like up there. So look what else we can see on the picture. That, and there it is. Let's see if we can go this way then. Bit of a slope up. I don't think you can get up, can you? Yeah.
Not too sure.
There is a little walkway up there, probably, if you're fit and strong enough to get up there.
Not like us 2 old fogies.
Well, I'm not that old. Well, you could probably, I don't know. It's walking down again, that's the problem. There you go, there's a look. See. Danger. Doesn't look like it's an electric fence. Maybe it's danger. falling rocks or something. Here we go. I braved it up this bit here. Getting down's going to be the bit for me, I think. Oh, there we are. Oh, we made it to the top. We can have a look if we can what it looks like up here. So if we can have a look in this bit here without falling, hurting ourselves. Yeah. I don't know whether you can see there. There you go. So that's the top of the chimney where they would have been on that picture with the spades. The workmen in the kilns. Let's just go there a bit. I don't think there is much on the top, to be honest with you. I think it's just all grass with a bit of a fence there. Quite interesting to see though. It's amazing what you find. You go out these walks up the hills. We like coming up here in the evening sometimes. This is where we come Valentine's Day with our Chinese. Sat up here because we got a good view over the river, day, the mountains. It's peaceful. Let's have a look at this bit here. I don't think you can see much up here really. This is the back bit. Oh, we could walk around here. Oh, tripped over a stone. Quite a lot of stones. Let's see. Yeah, be careful where you tread. Oh, there we go. Oh, we're actually on top now. Oh, there you go. There's another one here, another hole. Let's have a look, folks. Now some of these had holes in the roofs, didn't they? That one hasn't got one. Going down. Oh, there's two more holes over there as well, so they've all got the holes on the top, look. I wasn't sure if there'd be anything up here. Sometimes they fill things in. It's meant to say for safety, I think. But if you are fit, strong, you could probably walk up some of the other sides routes. So let's have a look down this way. I don't know a lot of history about this place. I know it's here. There's another one of the holes there. And then the other hole to here. So 1, 2 and 3 would have the canopies over them on the front, and the ones at the top, the two at the top, are the oldest out of all of them. So there's 5 in total. The 2 at the top are the oldest. There you go, there's a view at the top here, folks. And if you have a look, here we go, moors here. There are higher points that you can go up to, and you get views over the estuary of the River Dee. And like I said, on a good day, you can see Liverpool and what was the Virgin City Tower, RIP City Tower. You can see Blackpool Tower as well. Mola Guy is a good point. You've been up there with a picnic. It's a little road that goes up. You can park halfway up. I think there's houses there. Park halfway up, then you walk the rest of the way. And there's lots of the little roads that turn off to different places up here. Just got to watch out for the sheep, because I think maybe like Scotland, the sheep some places have their right of way there. When we went to Reef, they have the right of way, which I don't mind. But these cattle grids, we had one on the cottage we stayed in, but these sheep, they're not daft. They sort of shimmied their way round the gatepost to get over the cattle grid to get some nice grass out of the garden. That was when the electric man came, or was it the gas man, I can't remember, but I had to shoo them out of the garden. Yeah, these sheep, they're not daft. So there's another lock down there. Now we've got to get down now. So we'll see you down at the bottom. I'll give you one more look of these on the top here. Probably see them on the drone footage. These 2 here aren't filled in like the other ones at the top. Let's head down to the bottom. That's where we've just come from. And this is the path that I walked up, just here, because some of the other bits they're not very safe to walk up, so I walked up the grass bit side here, walked down, back down again now. So that was a look at the top of the Lime Kilns, the 5 circular holes there for each of the ones, and the first 2 were the oldest ones, and then the other 3, oh no, 3 are the older ones. Like I said, I don't know much history about them, I just know they were here, I've been here before. So that's a bit of a look. We've got the drone footage so you can actually see inside the holes. We're going to have another walk around down there now. Down there. So what else we can see? I think there's quite a lot of stone ruins up here all over the moors. Because this is quarry land. So it does have signs around saying be careful. Quarry workings. But over there, that's where they're digging. So maybe they're getting the lime still from over there, I'm not sure. So I'm just walking down here now. This is the easy bit, I think, to walk. Because other parts are a bit yeah. Once you're a professional climber. It's got a bit warm now. Put my hiking boots on and my waterproof coat on. So let's look at that. Is there any more information before we go? Here we go. The last bit. Lime burning was hard physical work surrounded by dust and acid smoke. The hot crumbly lime was raked out of the earth at the bottom. It is highly causing severe burns, and so it had to be kept dry, handling carefully. Wow. I think I'd like that job. And you can see here there's pictures of them doing repair work. 2013 the repair works were done to save what's left of this monument. And there is some braces there just on the side, some plates to keep the building steady. We had those on our old house because it was a very old house we lived in before, and we had them on to support the wall. But that's a little look at the lime kilns up here in Halkyn. And there's the name of where we are, if you want to look it up on the maps. Just off the A55, turn off for Halkyn. And this is where the moors are. There are places up here to drink, eat. There's a little pub called the Blue Bell in Halkyn. Nice little pub. Fancy a drink. And some nights they have food vans outside, pizza van, fish and chip van in Halkyn, and there's various other little villages up and around here with little pubs in as well. We've just been through the village of Babel and Lixham. Lovely views, and there's a few pubs as well that serve food. Lovely place to come and walk, loads of walks around. Bring your dogs. So I think we're gonna go on the other side now, get some views of the River Dee, and see if we can see Blackpool or even Liverpool. I'll see you in a bit.
I don't know what it is about the moors, but I always feel more at home up here.
Yeah. peaceful, quiet. You get the odd dog walker, which we've seen one lady before, didn't we? Walking a dog. And obviously the sheep. I think they have right of way up here, don't we, like in Scotland?
I think so.
So they roam on everywhere, so you have to be careful when you're driving. Sometimes I have to lie down in the middle of the road.
Yeah.
So you've got to wait then for them to move.
I must have watched too much Wuthering Heights as a kid.
I never watched that as a kid. Don't think I've watched it as an adult either, have I? Unless you put it on for me. You like the old-fashioned films? See, different films we like. Okay then, so we'll drive round the other side, see if we get some good views from across the estuary.
Try. It's a bit cloudy, but you never know.
Yeah, we're going to go to a park called the Windmill.
Yeah.
There is no windmill there. It's just called the Windmill. Unless there was a windmill there years ago.
Be a good place for a few.
Yeah, because we're quite high up here. Doesn't feel like we're high up at the minute, but once you get around the other side and you can see the A55 and across the river, then you realise how high up you are. But a good place is, like I said before, Molagaia. So you put that in on the maps.
I think it's Moelygaer, I think.
There you go. And you just go up this little road. You wouldn't think it was a road, but it is. There's a couple of houses up there, and you can only go so far up, and then it stops, and then you just park along the side, making sure that the residents can get in and out with their cars. Park on the side, and you just walk up.
Some sparrows flying around or something.
We went there a couple of years ago, didn't we, and had a picnic on the grass. And then there's this dog walker coming along, and the dog was just smelt the food and so I come sniffing around, didn't he?
Wanted to tuck in.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go and see what we can see on the other side. favourite spot, where you can see over there, that's the River Dee, which goes out into the to the sea. Now, I'm not sure whether you can see or not because there's not very good zoom on this. But we are doing some drone footage as well. Over there is Liverpool, and you can usually see the city tower, Radio City Tower, the cathedral. It's quite cloudy today though. And also a bit further along, I don't know if we're high up enough, you can see Blackpool Tower as well. Now I think we've gone a bit too far down now. This is the main road in Halkyn. Show you that way, and I show you that way. There you go, there's little lay badge at the top that you can park up in and get out and have a look. Yeah, there's too many trees over there. Hopefully the drone footage will show. You can see Chester over there, you can see Halkyn, that's Chester, you can see the Flintshire Bridge. Unfortunately all the trees that are in the way so we can't see. But hopefully the drone footage will show us quite a bit. We'll walk up here a little bit. I'm on the side of the road, there isn't a path, that's the only problem. Is that any better? You can see there how the river widens out down there, all the way up here, and it goes out to the sea towards Wales, landed now probably to the Irish Sea. In the distance over there you can see the triangular white shape, well, you won't be able to see it, but triangular white shape is the Flintshire Bridge with the chimneys next to it, which is where you get our electricity from, the power station. Good zoom camera, you're able to pick a little. But up there, so we just come from, and there's loads of places that you can drive, get out, walk. Molagaya, a good place, get good views up there. The windmills, a good place to get views up there. In the summer you can bring your picnic, as we've done in the past. And basically we're not far from English border. So basically you can see from here England, Chester, Blacon, even the Flintshire Bridge over there, which takes you across to the English side. You have to be careful here as well, because some of these people think they're Nigel Manson and want to drive like maniacs. That van was doing more than the speed limit. There you go, that's England over there. Trying to see what you can see in the distance. There's quite a lot of different buildings over there. Not sure if you can see the cathedral today. The drone footage will pick up loads of different things. So that was a little look up Halkyn. We were in the Binford side. Quite nice today. It's stopped raining now, the sun's come out. was a bit cold before, but it's quite warm now. This is late afternoon now, so we're just going to head off home now. So I hope you enjoy the video, and hopefully the drone footage will pick up some of the different things that we can't see, and we'll see you next time.